Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm James Schaefer. Let's get started with your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Details about the case of a Henderson school that shut its doors have been limited, but we spoke with Clark County School Superintendent Jesus Jara about how the decision was made at Lamping Elementary after multiple cases of COVID-19. According to Jara, the decision was made after consulting with the Southern Nevada Health District in an effort to control the spread of COVID. Jara insisted that what happened at Lamping was not a closure, but rather a pivot to distance learning.
I would say it was a pivot, not closure. We didn't close school, but it was a pivot to distance education. Our positivity rate as a county, as we have seen, is going down. And, so I'm optimistic that we're doing our mitigation strategies as a school system and as a county are working.
In other news, Las Vegas police honored a group of detectives for uncovering a potential terrorist plot. This, according to Metro. The detectives were investigating reports of a shooting in September of 2020 when they searched a home on Cobble Creek Court in the Northwest Valley.
When we did the search warrant to recover the evidence of the shooting is when we discovered the shrine to Osama bin Laden. And we found other firearms and explosive-related material inside the garage. The
suspect is facing multiple charges, including attempted murder with a deadly weapon. A group with close ties to the QAnon movement is planning to hold a convention here in Las Vegas. The Patriot Voice is hosting the Patriot Double Down event in October at the Caesars Forum. One of the scheduled speakers is former Assemblyman Jim Merchant, who is running for Secretary of State.
QAnon researchers said that they were surprised that one of the world's biggest gaming companies would be willing to host a convention with such close ties to QAnon.
Now, Merchant says he is not worried about speaking at the event and that his goal is to get in front of as many Nevadans as he can. In your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. Governor Steve Sisolak announces another round of winners for Vax Nevada Days, but the name of this week's grand prize winner was not revealed. Review Journal's Jen Ah explains. Jen?
Well, James, the governor says this week's $50,000 cash prize winner won't be announced until next week because that person has not signed a media consent form yet. Among the $25,000 cash prize winners here in Southern Nevada were Jasmine F. of Las Vegas and Cynthia V. of Henderson. And we're now less than a week away from the final raffle.
Next week's cash prize winners include two $100,000 winners, a $250,000 winner, and one $1 million grand prize. It's going to be an exciting day.
When this raffle first started, about 50% of Nevada's population received at least one dose. Now that number is at 56%. For the full list of this week's Southern Nevada winners, go to lvrj.com. James?
Thanks, Jen. Now let's take a look at your local forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour is here for you. A little more haze will be sticking around for our morning, but thankfully our afternoon is looking much clearer. Today's high will be around 97 degrees, the low at 78. For your weekend, sunny and clear conditions. For your foreseeable forecast, triple digits will be making a comeback to the tune of a high of 104 for Tuesday. Lows, thankfully, in the high 70s.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. The Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams ended their joint practice early on Thursday after a fight broke out, much to the frustration of head coach John Gruden.
I thought we had a great work today until special teams, right at the end of the special teams period. I have no idea what that was, but that's enough of that crap. You know, it's not good for football. That's not good for anything. So that's the end of that. That's the end of that practice session. And again, it wasn't everybody fighting. It'll be on TV. You'll see a bunch of guys screaming and yelling, but it was two guys in a special teams period, and then it was a lot of trash talking that escalated. It's just sickening, really. It's just stupidity, but I'm done with that. It's just child's play to me.
In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. The latest figures show that things are getting closer to normal at McCarran International Airport. For the month of July, the airport reported just over 4 million passengers. That's just 8% below the total for July of 2019. For the first 7 months of the year, passenger volume fell 33% from the same period in 2019. McCarran's busiest carrier, Southwest Airlines, carried 1.5 million passengers last month. That's 2% more than it did 2 years earlier. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas Assisted Living and Memory Care, the best care for the best life. Competitive video gaming is certainly growing more popular, and the state is taking notice. Regulators approved a plan to form a committee to facilitate betting on esports events. The committee would recommend best practices to the Gaming Control Board for maintaining the integrity of competitions. The control board currently vets each esports event individually before it decides whether to allow betting on it.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Manny Pacquiao was a -350 favorite at the Westgate Superbook against Yordanes Ugas in a welterweight fight Saturday at T-Mobile Arena. Ugas pays +290. The total is 10.5 rounds with the over juice to -260. Pacquiao is +120 to win by decision and +160 to win by knockout or disqualification. Ugas is 4-1 to win by decision and 12-1 to win by KO or DQ. A draw pays 20-1.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Don't look now, but live music festivals are back. The 3-day Psycho Las Vegas event kicks off tonight at Mandalay Bay. Review Journal's Jason Braceland tells us what makes this festival unique.
It kind of started off nominally as a heavy music festival, but in the years since, this is its 5th go-around in Vegas, it's really, broadened into one of the most diverse festivals out there. Of course, you got the heavy stuff, but you've also got garage rock, you've got hip-hop, you've got soul, you've got country, reggae, new wave, punk rock, you name it, it's all there.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I've been James Schaefer. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here later today for 7 at 7 p.m. For Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.